Hello and welcome. My name is Candice Sanderson. A couple months ago, I joined an online healing group. We meet every Monday to offer healing to others. Sometimes we have a specific group to work with or a specific individual. Other times we don't. I never know where the sessions will take me, and I want to share with you my last experience. Now, being a newcomer to the group, this is what they usually do. They listen to an 18-minute YouTube meditation conducted by a healer that the group really connects with. Well, I tried that a couple times, but the person's voice didn't really resonate with me. And I found out I was like more distracted by it than it seemed to help. So instead of just focusing on his voice and not on the journey, I now don't even listen to it. And I just simply sit in silence and I go wherever the energy or the spirit calls me. I know that everything is energy, and that includes our thoughts and emotions. So I allow myself just to ride these waves of healing. And I'm always surprised to see where these energy vibrations take me. Sometimes I find myself zooming through the cosmos. Once I found myself on this planet, and as I looked around, I realized I don't know where it was, but I certainly was not on Earth. But I wanted to share with you my experience this week. It started off, and I closed my eyes when it was time for the meditation, which I didn't listen to. And I knew it was time to begin. Immediately, I found myself standing at the top of a very deep well. I then climbed to the ledge of the well and I looked down deep into the bottom of it. First of all, I know that I wasn't making this up, because if it had just been my imagination, you would not find me teetering on the top of the rim of a well. I am afraid of heights. That might be too strong of a word, but I'm certainly not very fond of heights. Without warning, as I'm teetering on this well, I surprised myself and I just like dove in head first. When this happened, it was as if time stopped. Now, this is what happens quite frequently with me when I'm in the non-physical realms where our angels and guides are. There's like no such thing as time anymore. And this is exactly what happened. So as I'm diving down, like in slow motion, I'm passing the cool, slick, stony walls of this well. And then I passed one of the members of the healing group. And I continued diving and diving until I hit this very shiny, still, silvery water. It was dark outside, but the surface of the water looked like liquid silver. And I realized it was reflecting the bright, shining moon in the sky. Now, I had dived into this water with the grace of an Olympian diver, which is not me in real life. But when I hit the surface, I plunged deeper and deeper and deeper into this well for I have no idea how long. But finally, I must have reached the bottom, or I was close to the bottom, because I saw this wall that jutted out and there was this ledge. I grabbed the ledge of this stone wall, pulled myself up, and got out of the water. During the dive into the water, I had held my breath for longer than what is possible, or at least for me. Yet I didn't feel any kind of discomfort. Pulled myself up on this ledge, and I realize I look around and it's my voice is everything is echoing. And I realize I've reached this underwater cave or cavern. So I kind of, like a dog, shook the wetness from my body. And I just began walking. Although I was barefoot, I heard my footsteps echoing in the chamber of this cave. I didn't know where I was headed, but I trusted that I was going where I needed to go. So I had a few turns and twists, And I finally arrived at what I knew intuitively was the very center of this cave. And I looked around. I didn't see any other living person or a guide or an angel for that matter. But I did see that there was this altar that had been constructed. I gently approached it. It felt sacred, it felt holy. So I walked toward it very slowly and with reverence. I saw pictures of people, framed pictures. I didn't know who they were, but I understood that they were requesting healing. Automatically, I bent down on one knee and I bowed my head. As soon as my knee hit the cool, damp floor of the cave, I felt this wave of energy come up deep within the bowels of this beautiful cavern. And I realized that I was at the very center of the earth. This healing that I felt came from the spirit of Mother Earth. And for reasons I can't tell you because I don't know how I knew it, this water that had surrounded me, the water in the well, I knew that it represented the emotions that have deeply affected these people that needed healing. Some of these people had anxieties, or some of them were depressed. Some of them had lost loved ones due to illness. Others needed healing for themselves as their emotions had overtaken them and they were just not able to cope with their life situations anymore. They needed peace. They needed love. I do what is automatic for me. I realize the energy coming into my feet and coursing through my body represented the energy from the spirit of Mother Earth, from Gaia. So I allowed it to enter my body. I allowed it to course through my body. And then I sent this beautiful angelic energy to these souls in need. I raised my eyes and then I smiled as I saw swirls of pastel pink and green. This is my sign for angels. I knew they were here, helping bring these healing vibrations to those on the altar, to those who were in need. I then had an intuitive knowing that these angelic forces were combining with the energy of Mother Earth to alleviate the pain that these souls felt. They felt lost. They felt isolated. And then I heard these words. They are not lost, of course. They are like a ship that veers off the given course. It can self-correct. It can veer back to its original course. I found myself then automatically taking very deep breaths. And as I would exhale, I was exhaling even deeper. And then I had another knowing that my breath, especially that forced exhalation, was helping to clear energy vibrations that didn't serve these people. These were the vibrations that were stale, they were useless energy. These were the energies that were weighing them down and preventing them from seeing the light from their angels and guides that surround them. And I knew that this breath was helping to clear the cobweb, so to speak, to help clear the path that would enable them to see. And I thought, oh, if only they could lift up their eyes and see what I could see. I looked up and immediately I was transported back to the bottom of the well before I got on the ledge. And I realized when I looked up, the sides of that well became a tunnel. And there was a light at the end of the tunnel. It is the light of the cosmos. It was the light of the moon. And then another message arrived. The moon represents the divine feminine, like the feminine qualities of Mother Earth. The moon does not give light, it reflects life. As these souls come closer to the opening of the well, they will look up and see light. They will see that the light is their light. They are the ones that can and will shine. They are the divine spark from all that is. As their hearts open, their eyes open. The light at the end of the tunnel shines the way for them, lighting the path of wisdom. And with these words, my awareness returned back to my living room, exactly where I had started the meditation. I knew that this was very powerful. It was a very powerful healing. And I knew that the pictures on that altar stood as proxy for thousands of souls. I realized the energy of the angels combined with the energy of Mother Earth. And I knew that that would and could help them. I gave thanks that I could be part of this beautiful healing ceremony. As the healing group debriefed afterwards, I only shared a few snippets of my experience. But one of my friends in the group said that she saw two huge angels helping people, helping us heal others. She said it was a very earthy yet celestial experience for her. She saw all of this from a position slowly floating above the earth. She said she saw one angel hovering at the North Pole, the other at the South Pole. And I couldn't help but smile at the similarities. She saw angels at both ends of the earth, but I saw them as they traveled together and met at the center of the earth and combined their energies with Gaia, the spirit of Mother Earth. I love it when non-physical experiences dovetail with each other. And although I really don't need that validation at this stage in my spiritual journey, it's always great to get that kind of confirmation. So I hope that you enjoyed listening to my experience. Know that we are all powerful beings, capable of using our collective and singular energy for healing. Results follow beliefs. So believe and know that this is so. Until next time, remember my motto for this year, 2021, is to be kind. Use kind words, whether written, spoken, or in your thoughts. Kindness really does matter. I hope you'll follow me on my social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, my other YouTube channels. Check out my website, CandiceSanderson.com. Subscribe, like, share. Know that the power that you have to change others, to change your life, lies within you. You can do that. So until next time, goodbye.